Hey all, happy Friday or flashback Friday, time in California on this 30th. No, it's actually October 1st. I'm sorry. Hey, Libra season. I know the September Libras and October Libras, we turn up, don't we? Shit, we about that life. Whole different species. But time in California is 12:32 a.m. and I'm up just for a little while. Yes, I know my face is getting fat. Probably because of my thyroid, but mostly because I'm ovulating. So unflow is probably gonna come not this week, probably next week. I slept well. So a couple things, y'all. I want everyone to have a well and wonderful day. And no, I'm not trying to stun. No, I'm not trying to make anybody's head big, okay? But I will give credit where it's due. I don't know. I feel me and bro had some conversations, and see, I feel what he's saying because it's like we're kind of like in our second childhood, but we're now grown, so you can enjoy it even better now. Shit, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, but it's a much better version of this. Now I'm enjoying myself. And he knocked me out. I just have to sit there and just say this, and not trying to make his head big. But he could tell, I can't even try to fake it if I tried. I'm so serious. So, I'm learning my body while I'm with him. And there's a lot of spots he be hitting. I don't know, it's not just a G spot. It's like A through Z on top of some like astral, like universal codes going up in there too. I don't know. He just be hitting everything. Thank you for your services, sir. I very much appreciate you and your penis. There's a difference between nighttime and daytime because I'm more of a nighttime type of creature. You know, the freaks come out at night. I don't know. I'm just funny like that. I know I'm mixed with vampire, alien, all kinds of shit. But in the meantime, we had a daytime experience, and yeah, his spot was much cooler than what mine was. It was hot. It was a fucking It was hot when I walked in here. He'll make you just think about your life. Think about unicorns and petting puppies and holding babies. Not like that though. He will sit there and have you pondering the world's wonders. I don't know. That's bro. He will do some stuff to you that I have never had done before. I don't know, but not like that though. It's all yum yum. But he will knock you the fuck out. So not trying to make his head big, but he's doing the undoable, okay? And I don't even like people, but I like him, no. Broski. Yeah, he does a body good. Okay, so anyway, I don't know. There's some things I want to say on here I can't because I'll probably get flagged and removed. I just say I appreciate our experiences, and he's fun. And then I like the way he skeets. I don't know, it'd be going down. At least he had a chance to see my tattoo in the daylight. I don't know. I like the way he marks territory. It's very yum yum. And speaking of territory too, it kind of bothered me, but not really because I know he was wondering. It was killing me because I know some shit, but don't be saying shit at the time. So why I left that bracelet, it was bugging him because usually I'll be taking my shit back and I'm out of pattern. He's like, what's really going on? I knew it. As soon as he said it earlier, I had to take my yoni egg out. Okay. But as soon as I peeped at the way he was acting, he was trying to cop up on me that night, trying to get the answers out. I was like, I meant what I said. I'm not trying to mark territory. Not like that at all. But whenever I left with him, I left it because it was meant to stay there and I didn't mean to leave it there. But it served a purpose. So I'm not trying to sit there and mark you, okay? But I made an earlier post about that story. The reason why I'm choosing to leave that with him. And it's out of character for me. He didn't catch it at first. Because he was thinking the same thing I thought he was going to be thinking. Ain't nobody trying to mark territory like that, bro. I got you. It serves a purpose. So the same things you do to me, didn't even know why I did it, but that's what's going on. Just keep it here. Not to hurt you. Ever. So it was just funny how he said some shit. And I was like, okay, so just confirm whatever the fuck you kind of brought up. And I actually addressed earlier, I made a video. This is what was said out of my mouth about you. He didn't want to hear that part, but yeah, at least he got the point though. So, in the meantime, it's 12:37 at night. He did the most this week. I don't know what's going on in his life. I don't know. When he gets back, it's going down, though. But I'm going to do something special. It's my birthday in month, too. I just want to get out and just do some stuff. So, I don't know. I have some planning to do. I have some edits to do. Projects to work on. What else is there? Oh, God. I slept. I was knocked out. He knocked me out. As soon as I came in the house after leaving from him, my head hit the pillow. I was out. But I'm going to sit there and say some things, too. What pissed me off earlier today, and I had to call my sis. Sis, please forgive me. I text you if you're still up. Call me if you want to, sis. I was knocked out when you called earlier, broski. But I had to sit there and vent to my sis. It's like, okay, well, best friend or sis, this is what's going on. You feel me? And I don't hardly complain about shit. So if you see me upset, it's a situation. So I'm going to get some things off my chest. So a couple things. Let me back up. For bro, he sets the tone. He makes sure. And I'm going to sit there and say this because one thing I learned about being single, there's a lot of cheating ass married folks out there, okay? And that's okay. We've all been there. I've done the same thing, and that's not okay, actually. That's just my thing. There's some people who would stay faithful and loyal and whatever else. My thing is I'm getting everything I want and desiring at home. I'm not searching for shit. I'm just happy. I'm just chill. I am single as fuck, but I'm in a situation to where I am just chill. I'm not looking for shit. All that shit does not even matter. And so for some of you guys who have been cheaters, and I've cheated with you on whoever the fuck you're fucking with, the old TJ or T Money, whatever, I don't get down like that. Well, I used to because I didn't care about those motherfuckers anyway. You feel me? But if I'm happy, don't disturb my groove. So, SJSU fam hit me up, not twin, talking about another. And I've been too quiet. I'm avoiding him like the plague because it was nice to catch up. I don't feel comfortable because we already crossed that path years ago. And he's in a situation, but I'm not looking for shit. I don't want to, I'm protecting my energy, okay? I like my home base. And I know it's about to go. So damage control, okay? So even when I said it's cool to hang out, I already feel where his energy's about to go to, and I don't want that. So it's going to be interesting because for me, I can sit there and flip back and still be the homie after I smash you. And act like it never even happened. But then you have people that can cross those tracks but don't know how to go back. And all they see now is like, I remember way back when. Let's redo. No. And so my thing as I get older is I don't want to put myself into predicaments that are going to put me in a possible situation. You know what I mean? I just don't feel, I'm very funny about men, period, but even about energy. So for certain SJSU, he hit me up tonight because we were supposed to hang out last week, and I'm not feeling because I already know it's about to go because he already made some innuendos. But can we actually be friends? 'Cause we were friends for years until we hit that spot. After that, it's like there's no turning back. God tastes the sweetness. There's a lot going on in his life. I'm a whole 180 of what you're used to. I know. I'm the cool wifey homie material. Okay, I know. But we can't be doing that because that kind of puts me in a situation where it's awkward. And I don't know. Broski done locked he done locked the house down. There's a lot going on. He will make sure that before he leaves, I'm not looking for shit. Not even looking at the male goldfish. I'm just chilling. I'll just be like, do. Oh, look, a tree. Oh, look, rainbows. That's the effect bro gives me. But homeboy hit me up tonight, and I know he wants to hang, so I'm debating because it's still like fam, like college fam, and he worked for me, and, you know, we support each other, because him and his music and everything, he's a cool dude, it's all family. But we smashed each other years ago, okay? And I don't want to have that same energy come back, and I already feel it coming. But still want to be cool. So what I think I'm going to do is, because coming to it, I'm going to sit there and say this too, because I know bro will understand. I'll feel much better once I relocate. From a male's perspective, y'all just come in and smash. Because I mean, I'm very open and boisterous, okay? But at the same time too, I'm a single female, and exposed to domestic violence and rape and this other stuff, and just situations. I'm very funny about people. And even for the Black boys to know and actually want to hear me having sex whenever baby daddy showed up and shit like that, or even when certain situations happen, for a female who's single by herself in the hood, regardless of whatever the fuck you think, you know what I'm saying? Dudes hear some shit and see some shit and I'm like, oh, okay, I might want something too. What's going on? You know what I mean? And I'm very funny about certain things. So when it comes to having people at my house or in my space, it's weird because everybody's watching you. That's a fact. And they can hear me having sex. I'm not quiet on my shit. Oh no, I'm not gonna pretend about nothing. Baby daddy a couple times. There's a lot I just sit there fake it till you make it, but I don't know. But I don't want to bring attention to myself like that. So if I do it, I'll either get a room or I'm gonna come into your spot. That's what I'm gonna do. Because I don't want people with their eyes too much on me. I hope that makes sense. When people come into my spot, it feels comfortable and just chill. Especially if I already fucked you before, dude. You already know it's about to go down. So just like I don't want to sit there and leave myself in a closed environment like that to where that possibility is even a thought. Not for me. I'm talking about for homeboy. Does that make sense? So if he could show that he's actually cool and the homie spot can stay in his lane, we can sit there and kick it. But even that is just, that's too close for comfort for me. So what I think I'm going to do for SJSU is I'll respond back. Let's go ahead and let's go to round one, or just hit up a Caribbean spot and have some drinks and just chill. You know what I mean? Just catch up. Or go to the billiards or go do bowling in downtown Oakland, do something like that. You feel me? And just catch up. But I know where his head is, and I know his situation, and it's just I'm not who I used to be. So that's out the way. What I'm going to talk about next is what upset me about my with my sister. I had to call you, and I know you called me earlier. Call me if you're awake still, sis. Yeah, I was pretty fucking pissed off. But it's amazing. Again, I say, the gift of vision. You give things to God. God will reveal to you everything you need to know. And my thing is that you don't have to be bitter or angry. The biggest weapon you could do to a narc or somebody who's a liar and full of shit is just tell the truth and have your receipts. So, for a certain neighbor that we have, big sis, Lisa, you don't know what I'm talking about, Mr. BMW, or Andreo. Every time he sees me, and he really can sing, by the way, too. He's gifted, and he loves God, and he goes to church, all this other stuff. He really is a good guy. Just, I'm still keeping my distance. Don't be showing up at my door like that. Okay? He's a nice man. He's a good neighbor. Okay? And every time he sees me, he's always waving. He's always cool. He sat there and got in the middle of the street and started singing and praising God, and I was praising with him. We was feeling some type of way. Okay? But he's a cool neighbor. What I didn't tell sis, I think I did tell you yesterday, is that he works for the same government agency that I work in and also connected to Nisi, okay? Who knew my brother. My brother had the biggest crush on this bitch. And people remember me from back in the day because I used to stay on 55th and International when my dad had the duplexes, so Yancey would be in the front and I'd be in the back. That's after we had to move out one of the other tenants. But Daddy gave that duplex to me and my brother. That was back in 2003, 4, 5, whatever. So, and see, everybody remembers back in the day, even though I never really met them physically, because me and my brother had two different lifestyles. I'm more of the good girl. My brother was with bad boys, okay? And everybody knew about my brother, even at the job. He has a reputation that's not good, but okay. So, in the meantime, funny how small the world is. So keep in mind me back up here, sis. So when I first moved here in 2019, it was so weird because Nisi befriended me along with Black's ex-girlfriend, you feel me? Because I'm like the new girl on the block and I'm just taped to myself and they're trying to get to know me. And so come to find out, Nisi knew my brother. She was giving him rides. I remember her car back in the day. showing up to the driveway, but I never really came out and said hi. But everybody knew about me because my brother was talking shit. Justifiably so, okay? And so, times passed, my brother had a huge crush on her along with everybody else. Make a long story short, Niecy drew me in with her emotions. And I thought she was a mother figure at one point, and she's the one who hooked me up with her son, who is a devil. Let's go ahead and go with the word devil. I still have all his paperwork and letters he would send me while he was incarcerated. Keep in mind, I don't know what it is about me attracting crazy ass motherfuckers, but I want to give the benefit of the doubt because she sees I'm spiritual. So sis, you've been to my house. A lot of you guys have been to my house and see I always am praying. You will always see sage. I keep a huge Bible. I have the Torah. I have the Quran. I have the Book of the Dead. I'm everything. I play gospel music, be singing. I pray. I be chanting. It be going down. That's just my spirit. And I keep a certain section for my ancestors. When I say my ancestors, for my ancestors, I mean that for my dad, for my grandmother, for all those that tied to me, that watch over me, Uncle Muda, Uncle Dip Boy, all them. Lawrence, who else is up there? Richard's up there now too, everybody. You know what I mean? I have a safe place. People notice they start getting these weird experiences in my house, and it's not, it is paranormal, but not the bad paranormal, like, you know what I'm saying? Except for that one time, but I know why, because it's connected to Niecy with that shit. I told you what happened. But she knew I was a very spiritual and a very good person. She even brought her mother's chair that she destroyed in the end to my house because she wanted to be prayed over and just in a safe space, because as I sit there and pray for everybody else, I'm going to pray and keep her safe too. You know what I mean? So she was a wolf in sheep's clothing. Sheep's clothing. And so what kills me, again, about the two-facedness is because all this shit she did behind my back, it blew up in her face. I'm going to find out anyway. Again, I have a way of finding out some shit. I'm not mad about that. But what you're not going to do is sit there and dishonor my name and who I am. Because I have been too kind. I'm the person to sit there and bring you food. As I'm cooking, you need something to eat, I got you. When we're running errands, she would refer to me as her daughter-in-law. Or her daughter. And doing this bonding thing and have me running errands for her. You know what I mean? And every time she'll come in, she would sit in her mother's chair that was in my house. So as you see that I'm a good spirit and you knew that I'm alone, you know my story, you know what I've been through domestic violence. And I don't have a mother. She might be alive, but she's dead to me, okay? And my brother made some comments to her about that 2 years before, so my brother was far from off. I've been too kind of a person. For people that know me will not judge my character on that part, because I'll give the fucking shirt off my back. Even if I have my last bite of food to eat, I will give that to you, because I want to see you happy. I don't care about I don't have a thing. I'll make sure I die before you do. Do you understand? I was too good. Too kind. Didn't agree with some things, but still just fell back and just watched. So what happened was yesterday is I happened to be pulling in after seeing Broski. You tore the house down, baby. Ooh, Lord, you be doing it for me. But in the meantime, not trying to, oh no, I'm going to start packing ice cubes more often. Even though it melted hella fast in my vagina, that's what happened. It was hot inside and out. I don't know. Okay, anyway, but, so usually when I see a BMW neighbor, he's always cool, like, always, like, very welcoming, but he gave me a hug, he had a dog with him, but the way he was acting was really awkward, because Niecy got out her car, she had flowers in her hand, whatever else, about the same time that he pulled up. And so my biggest pet peeve, and my sis, you're learning me too, and I'm learning you, because I don't give a fuck who you know, who you associate with, but I will never leave you nor forsake you. So if I fuck with you in the dark, I'm going to fuck with you in the light too. You feel me? There's no secrets. There ain't no trying to pretend to be awkward, this or the other. You're still my homie. No matter the fuck what. I will acknowledge my sisters and my brothers at all times. You understand? And so, it was weird because usually he's giving hugs, want to sit there and talk longer, but he was feeling the energy was just awkward. And I couldn't put my finger on it. And I was like, He just left from Niecy, so I could sit there and smell that she was talking shit about me. Something happened. Not worried about it, but I make sure I keep my name clear and let him know what's really going on, because there's a lot that I say, a lot more I don't say. Let me make this shit clear, because I am the nicest person you ever meet. So if you ever see me get fucked up or get pissed off at something, it's legit, okay? So, all I know is that I get in the house and I still have BMW neighbor's phone number, and my spirit's bothered. Because you could tell Sneaky Snake when you see some shit. She was acting way too weird. People will sit there and talk about you behind your back, but not say shit to you in your face. That's some bitch ass shit. And don't get me twisted, because I was sitting there and fuck you up with the truth. Let's go ahead and roll receipts back. I'm talking about the real receipts. And I don't have to lie about a motherfucking thing. So, my spirit's bothered. Didn't call my sis yet, but my spirit's bothered. My spirit started to pick up some shit. Now I was like, T-Money? I was like, what's up? No, call him. Call him. Some said call him. So I called my neighbor. And come to find out a couple things. So first, number one is his dad passed away yesterday. When I saw him, he just found out his dad passed away. And that's a hard road. And as a neighbor, I can understand a lot. I'm there. If you ever need somebody to pray with you and for him, I'm going to give him a card and do something for him. And since I'm probably running that by you too, because you want to sign the card or whatever, I'm going to give him an offering. But you know how we do when it comes to our family members passing away. But his dad passed away yesterday. I understand. He was off. Now, I get it. Some stuff seems surreal. It's going to be okay at first. It seems like it's okay, but it's not. For the first couple of years after you lose somebody, your life's going to be pretty fucked up. Minimum 2 years. You're never going to be the same. And I get it. As soon as he starts speaking and I heard in his voice, I'm going to pray. Not just for him, for his dad who's over there. And I got works to do tonight. But even more importantly, no, on top of that, not more importantly, nothing beats that. Because we talk. And I'm going to send him a scripture probably in the morning too. I'm going to send him something from Isaiah. But he was telling me, I was like, I'm not the messy type, and you're always cool with me, and I'm cool with you. So I said, one thing I want to make sure is understood, because you were acting real funny when I saw you pull up with Niecy across the way, whatever. So what really is going on? Because I'm making sure you understand whatever she says. So I felt in my spirit, it's not what is. And I told him, I said, I make sure you understand there's a reason why I'm funny about her. And so, because they all work together. And my brother too, back in the day, at the same facility. And so I told him, I said, he told me, he was like, it's funny you said that, because when I pulled up and she sees my car, she knows exactly who the fuck I am. I'm very different. I'll say it like that, even on my plates. She didn't go into detail, but she referred to me as the devil. I'm the devil. So it's funny because I'm having a mommy dearest flashback right now. I'm the devil, but I've always been kind to you. And you set me up to damn near go to prison over your foolishness. After you spent tens of thousands of dollars that didn't belong to you, that your son got illegally, that I was not even aware of. But you had me pulling out cash for the daily. Is that right? He's been reported. That's already been done. You, who I was befriended or took a liking to because you tried to welcome me, but with a ill motive. The $200 shoes I worn only once, I gave to your friend who's also shady as fuck. You sat there and gave them to somebody else, and it was just weird. You introduced me to your son, who you knew that as I have a domestic violence history, I have been molested, raped, abused, and things have happened to me. You introduced me to your son. You actually told me, because you see how spiritual I am. I love God. I don't care how you call his name. He's still here. He's still God, okay? I stay to myself. I'm nice and wholesome on that part. But you put me into harm's way because you knew that your son has a domestic violence history. You knew he was a part of a gang, didn't even tell me that shit. You told me because he loves, he's spiritual and loves God, that we'd be a good fit. You played matchmaker that went horribly wrong, but you didn't want him to stay with you. You wanted him to stay with me. And so as I got sucked into this and engaged, I met Ike Turner versus fucking Debo. I called you the day that your son raped me while he was in the store and slapping and beating the shit out of me while I'm trying to drive him to a motel to get him out of my way. He did not come home with me. He had priors for domestic violence. The reason why that girl warned me, his exes tried to warn me on social media. And you walked me to this ass whooping? And then after I sit there and speak the truth and I get a domestic violence order against this cat because we're done. And you realize how much money that you spent from his money that was illegal? It's not me. It's you, pimp. I'm the devil. I'm just sitting here. I'm not playing victim. That's the shit that actually happened. And then after all that happened, and her son tries to come after me because he gets rejected and he feels some type of way. He's not going to get no safe space over here because, You then proceed to either he told one of her family members or she said some shit trying to make me look like I was doing some shit. I have the full accountability of all the receipts. Everything's accounted for. You did that, not me. Even after your son raped me, 2 counts of forcible rape and 1 count of domestic violence battery. And I thought I was pregnant after. And you were the one that was saying, you know what, don't even worry about him. Me and you got this. I'll help you with the baby, whatever else. But you wanted me to have that man's baby. After all he did, you knew what he was capable of. That's your child. But I'm the devil. I'm the devil. But I've been nothing but kind and even respectful to you. So even right now, as we have been staying across from each other for 2 years now, and after that situation happened, this was about last year's time. Yes, I did file a domestic violence order because the word means no. No means no. And not enough female people keep things hush, hush, and not say anything. All the red flags were there. Some things were not adding up with her. But I'm the devil because I was too nice and too welcoming, trying to understand things, to try to be okay with things I was not okay with. I'm the devil because as severe as situations happened. Oh, and by the way, too, so you know, so I'm sure she's probably going to watch this too, for Niecy. The supervisor that took the report for the 2 counts of forcible rape and that domestic violence battery charge for your son, you said hi to him. That was that nice white guy that was crashing with you for a minute. Doing his job. Taking trash like what you raised off the streets. Talking about he's changed and he's spiritual. I heard the fuck out of that. But I'm the devil. I'm the devil that even as we're staying across from each other, I still, even though we don't have to speak to each other, not even acknowledge each other, I see you, but I don't see you. I will still leave the gate open just so when I see her pull up, she can go ahead and still walk in and still show some type of courtesy and respect because it's not that serious for me. She had her friends, her fellow hens, trying to sit there and heckle or cackle at me. And I sat there and corrected that shit too, because I had just asked one simple question. Because I'm not about that fucking high school shit. And you're in your 60s? I just asked one simple question and keep my head up. Because I'm not worried about no fucking small-minded ass bitches. Shut the situation right down, didn't I? I had to call my sister because whatever homeboy said, I made it clear to him for the BMW neighbor because my spirit was bothered. Now I understand about him. I'm going to do something for him. I'm going to send him a fruit basket, do something. I'm going to do something. It's hard losing a parent. But what he said, too, about whatever Niecy said, you already know me better. What does my actions show you? You've known me way too long, too. Same with my sis. People know me. I'm not worried about the credibility part, but what you're not going to do is say anything that's false and speaking in tongues and including my name. You know what I mean? So if I fucked up something else, but I'm telling you, don't get me fucked up because I've been way too fucking nice. So I'm the devil because I served not just her son, but make sure you had to copy those papers too, to make sure the domestic violence order is clear. I brought whatever happened to dark into light. So even now the owners know what the fuck is going on. There's no misunderstanding. I have the non-redacted police reports. I called her and let her know what her son was doing. She was acting surprised. That bitch was lying the whole time. But I'm the devil? But I've been nothing but kind to you this whole time? But you're mad because I told the truth? Oh, okay. So sis, I'm okay. I had to call her earlier. I was like, you know me way too well. I felt some type of way because sis knows that party too. And I don't sit there and get hyped up over stupid shit. But if it's right here, this is some high school shit. I'm not playing that. Because I will own what the fuck I do. But if I know I was not out of pocket for doing some stuff, you're not going to sit there and put anything bad into the existence, okay? No, I'm not a devil. I'm probably the archangel. You know what I mean? I come in there and whoop somebody's ass. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. But don't be mad at me for speaking truth. But it's amazing how when people can't destroy you one way, they get mad because they get exposed. They try to find other avenues to destroy you, including spreading false tongues. And homeboy understood that too. He was like, I already know how your character is. I'm not worried about you. But I had to make it clear. I said, did you know what her son put me through? And this is why I'm funny with her. So there's no misunderstanding with me about shit. And he was like, whoa. And I have my receipts. It's not a fucking he said, she said. It's actually what the fuck happened. Some of you guys were on the phone with me when I was going through that situation on those days, okay? Can't make this shit up if I try. So if I say some shit, that shit's true. I was irritated. And I meant whatever the fuck I said. I have all my receipts right here. But I'm a devil. For telling the truth, she even had one of her nieces or homeboys, fucking cousin show up at my door trying to start some shit. No, I'd shut that shit down too. Let me let you know what your cousin did. This is not a game. I wish you would get smart. And I just protect myself. You get tired of people trying to bully up on you. Fuck that shit. Motherfucker, I'll bounce back. There comes a point, I'll never forget that for my son. Because my son, he grew up primarily in the beginning years he grew up in a Catholic school, private school. So you guys know that certain things are a whole different environment than growing up in public schools. Public schools, you have to sit there and fend for yourself, basically, or some shit. Including fights and discipline and respecting on the yard. And my son, he was a big teddy bear. And he was always in a safe space at Northern Lights, which used to be St. Pascal's, and Axville Gospel for the school they had too. You know, my son was always in a safe space. Even for him staying with Nanny, you know what I mean? Always a safe space. And when it wasn't necessarily because of the money, but because we switched locations, because I moved to San Leandro, and I was with Prince Charming, and, you know, we learned about public school. My son, for that first time in elementary, he had to learn how to fight for himself. Because he was a big teddy bear and everybody was picking on him because he was a big dude. You feel me? And people take your kindness for weakness. And my son had to learn how to fight back. Don't be taking no shit. You can still be a sweetheart. But no, fuck somebody up. You put your hands on me, you're going to get smacked up on. But I'll never forget when he was going to, was it Washington Manor Middle School in San Leandro. And he joined the wrestling team. My son can fight. He's a polite fighter too. He's very courteous and stuff. I seen him in action. He's very yum. But all that private school trying to do the right thing and whatever else is out the window because you can still be cool, but still you have a snap factor. What I loved about his coach for my son in wrestling is that, you know, you have to get the kids to a point to where they're too scared to hurt people. You have this thing, it's a snap factor. You just snap. You get tired of bullshit and no, you ain't gonna fuck me up. I'm about to sit there and jack you up, bro. And it was that at that time, I think my son was in 6th or 7th grade. He got his Snap factor. And that's when beast mode came in. So all that anger and stuff like that, he put that into his works, and he was fucking people up. Now I feel some type of way about my child. He's very yum. But even the nicest people, they have their limits. The nicest people have their limits. And my thing is, people say, just let some shit go and just don't trip. I'm not tripping off of it per se, but my thing is I'm not going to sit there and just listen to this and be okay with it. Let me go ahead and tell you some truth. It's weird because people live behind lies and deceit and the smoke screen. I just tell the truth, and that fucks them up even more. I have a track record with that. Don't have to lie about shit. Just go ahead and present receipts and go ahead and tell the truth about what really happened. It's just sad to me that for her to even make that statement, as much as I've gone out for this person and the rapport we had before, and there is no misunderstanding, because even for the chair that she gave to me that belonged to her mother that she was always sitting in, every time Niecy would come to my house, she would sit in that chair. It was in front of the altar. The altar rejected that damn chair, by the way. But something about the energy probably tied to her, because I had candles explode, all kinds of shit going on. That was crazy. It was something my dad and my ancestors was like, no, absolutely not. Even though I tried to move it to another area, it was something was off with the energy. That's why I had to have a mega artist come and bless my house after I blessed, because as soon as I got rid of the chair, I gave it back to Niecy in respective manner, let her know, even regardless of whatever's happened before, I cannot keep your mom's chair, but giving it back to you, I have it in front of your doorstep at such and such a time. And rather than her take her mom's chair, it shows me how much it meant to her mother. She threw it back at my fucking doorstep. How much you really love your mom? This is called small-minded ass thinking. So not only that, you desecrated something that belonged to your mom's energy. So then I can't keep it, so I blessed it. I said my goodbyes to it and gratitude and put it on the curb. And for whatever reason, that chair, even for sis, you remember that too, because you come outside and probably see that too. That chair, I did not mean for that chair to face Niecy's car. So every time she get into the car every morning, she'll be reminded what the fuck she did. Some people have too much pride and ego, and that shit will come back to fuck you up and haunt you. So the week after that chair got picked up and got destroyed, not by my doing. But that's when that fucking spiritual attack shit, because that energy was still tied to this house. So whatever I did, not only did I get attacked, but also baby daddy got attacked, and former big Aries sis got attacked. All in a matter of threes. It was no misunderstanding. That was a spiritual attack. Something was retaliating and trying to fight back. And I had to call Omega Artist to clean it up. And he did. I don't know where I'm going with all this, you guys. I don't know. But I'm awake right now. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to finish reading, because some things I have not given proper attention to for Broski. I like to read. I'll probably go to the bookstore this weekend. I'm just sitting here brainstorming. I smell something on him. The only thing for him I really pray on, and he's going to do this, is whatever he starts, he shall finish. Do you understand? Because I see a lot of myself in him on some things, and I understand some things. Whatever he starts, he's going to finish. Alpha and Omega. There's no in between on that part. And I see restarting, but let's keep that momentum going, and I really am proud of him. He intrigues me because he's inspiring me. I'm sitting here working on some shit I'm not even mentioning right now. My time is running out on some things. I know that for next week, I'm going to do something special. This is my birthday month 2 anyway. I appreciate him. I'm going to do something special. I have a little bit of time left before I return back to my 9 to 5. So let me make the best out of it. And I never take my blessings for granted. I'll say it like that. And I also don't like being lied on. And the T-Money that you guys remember, I'm not that person anymore. I've grown. I am growing. I'm healing. And I'm trying to think, because I think the only person I think I told what my name was going to be, because it is going to change, about that to you guys, for reasons. I'm not doing this just because of stalkers or clingers, even though that's a huge part of it. Because even as you cut people off and let them go, they will always try to find a way to track you down and find you. I'm looking at my purse because I have something called Safe at Home or something for domestic violence where they erase everything so I don't even exist anymore. And though I'm going through a name change, I'm changing my name one more time because it's too obvious and things are happening. The only person I told my name to is Bro. And I'll tell my sister tomorrow, but you guys are always know me as Tammy, but in public, I'm not Tammy. And I think my name fits me well. It's not just about, it's a part of me reinventing myself and recreating myself and stripping everything down to start over. For my peace of mind. But yeah, Bro's the only one I told that to today, or yesterday. And I'll tell my sister too, but everybody else, you guys want to get some friend requests, I'll let the certain people know when it's time. If you receive a friend request from me on certain platforms, it's me and I'm erasing that old past. So everything goes. And the only thing I'm going to regret about that, but I still have that part with me because it served its purpose. I still have reminders always, is that for certain people I've lost, including Lawrence, hey. You guys notice that whenever somebody passes away, they turn your Facebook page into a memorial page. But you can still put stuff on there. I have a couple of those on there for people I've lost over the years. So, and there's some things that have happened, transpired along the way. It just is going to be weird because when you have memorial pages, I can't just sit there and do a friend request for that because that friend is no longer there. So only thing I'm going to miss about that page, because some things I just need to delete anyway. I'm over I had experience, it's time to just move on. But certain things I won't have access to as I build my upcoming platform, erase my past because I won't have access to Lawrence or certain people who were a part of my journey. But still in my heart. And I'm okay with that. That's a part of growth. Sometimes you have to let some shit go so you can grow. And they never leave you nor forsake you. Anyway, I just had to share that. Anyway, you guys have a good day. I'm being all emotional and shit. I just sit there and clear my name. I'm not trying to. I don't have anything I have to prove, but just making sure that shit's clear. There's no misunderstanding with me. So whatever the fuck that person said, let me show you some receipts. No, I'm not exaggerating about shit. So if you see me acting funny, this is what's going on. But you know me better. If you know my character, you know me, you overstand me. So even for my sister, if something were to happen to her, I know her character way too motherfucking well. I know my sister. So if something were to happen, you can't tell me shit. You feel me? I just don't like when people try to badmouth and they're the ones that fucked up. You try to sit there and destroy me, but you're the one who did some fucked up ass shit. You try to sit there and have me set up with some shit. I could have gone to prison because of this bitch. You set me up with a liability. Talking about he's spiritual and this, that, and the other. I have this motherfucker's name tattooed, a gang member's name tattooed on my ass for my life. You walked me into an ass whooping, but I'm the devil. Okay. All you have to do is just tell the truth. So anyway, I just had to leave that there and say that. Anyway, you guys have a good night. I'm calm down. I'm going to sit there and make some chamomile tea. And eat some tortilla chips. No snacking. It's too late to snack. I'm going to sit there and just make some chamomile tea and just sit there and chill and just think about life. Anyway, you guys have a good one.